Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully all of you are having a great day. Have you ever come across some of these coins at the top right here and wondered if there is any silver content to them? Well, there could be, depending on what yours is. There were some silver coins that were made. In fact, the number of silver coins that were made, there were 4,908,000 that had the silver uncirculated coins that were made, and there were an additional 3,998,000 which were the silver proof coins that were made. Now these coins are of course the Bicentennial coins, so that's what we're going to focus upon in today's video. Bicentennial silver coins and if they have any value to them. Also, as part of the kind of foreign coin showcase for the second or the end part of the video, we have these two coins right here, which will improve the lighting a little bit. It's just because that half dollar at the top is very shiny. So we have a Centennial coin from Canada. This is the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We have this one right here, which is another Centennial coin to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Confederation of Canada. So stick around for the second half, or kind of toward the end of today's video, and we'll talk about these. Now back to the Bicentennial coin. So on the top, Bicentennial coins. On the bottom, regular strike coins that were made in years other than 1975 and 1976. So you've probably recognized the drummer boy right here. This is a pretty simple design. You might not have seen the half dollar or the dollar before, so let's talk briefly about those designs. The design for the half dollar is Independence Hall. The design for the dollar is the Liberty Bell with the moon in the back to commemorate the moon landing. Now we'll slide out these regular coins right here back to the Bicentennial coins, and I'm actually going to remove the one that's in that mint state casing right there just because it's a little shiny. It's hard to get some good lighting on it when we get that for reflection from the mint set case. So we'll bring this one back a little bit later in the video to check if it has silver in it or not. So as far as the amount that were produced that have silver in them, 4 million that are going to be the regular uncirculated coins, about 4 million as well that are going to be the silver proof coins. The problem though is the sheer volume of copper nickel clad coins that were produced. As far as quarters go, there are 800 million that were made at the Philadelphia, another 806 million made at the Denver, half dollars, 234 million made at the Philly, 287 million made at the Denver. So as you can see, the mintages for the non-silver coins are going to be drastically higher. This isn't a case like in 1964 where all of the quarters had silver in them. This is the case where most of them do not, but if you have your eye out, you might be able to catch one that actually does have silver in them. So as far as the value of the Bicentennial sets go, we'll focus first on Bicentennial sets and then get into the individual value of silver quarters, which you might have in front of you if you're so lucky. So as far as the value of the sets, the San Francisco produced silver mint sets are now in the market for around $15 to $20 depending on the quality of the coins. As far as the copper nickel proof sets, those are selling for around $10 to $15. The silver proof sets can be found for around $17 to $22. The downside of the San Francisco produced silver mint sets selling for around $15 to $20 is that's the price that you paid for them back in 1975 as well. So they haven't really lost too much value, but they certainly haven't appreciated with inflation. They haven't kept up with inflation. It's been kind of steady price for all of them. Now the main reason for that is because when coins come out that are produced to the public that everyone anticipates being collectible, they collect them. Usually the more rare, valuable coins are the ones that were produced and people didn't realize the mint was having troubles and they made some errors, or a very low amount of coins were produced. So that's the prices for the sets. As far as a individual silver quarter, now the silver quarters are going to have 40% silver, but if you flip them over, you'll be able to tell if they have silver in them or not based on the fact that if there's any copper showing through on the rim. Now, even the 40% silver quarters generally will have the silver all the way through, so you won't be able to see them. If you're wondering, maybe you only see the silver on the 90% silver coins, a 40% silver coin unlikely wouldn't have copper showing through it as well. So the value of a silver bicentennial coin, those are selling for around those are selling for around $8 to $10 for just the silver coin. In addition, you might have the original set. So the original set came in a 4-inch square blue cardboard holder. So if you're going through someone's coin collection and you happen to see a very small cardboard holder with a quarter, $half, and dollar in them that look particularly shiny, those are likely a bicentennial silver proof set coin kind of book. That's going to be a 4-inch by 4-inch blue square cardboard holder. So keep your eye out on that if you're going through someone's attic looking for rare coins and come across those. As far as this coin goes right here, we'll bring it back. This one right here is just a mint set coin. These ones did not have any silver in them. This is just your standard mint set coin. It didn't come in the hard plastic proof coin. It's just a coin that was made. This coin is uncirculated, and it will actually fluctuate the price of it. Sorry, I just lost the lighting on you, depending on how the coin was struck. So the mint set coins use the same die process that the regular coins do. They're just set in these plastic containers for people to use. The proof coins will have a slightly different process for the die actually striking the coin. The different process for the proof coin allows more deeper details. They also clean those proof dies out more frequently to keep them more fresh, because they know the collectors want a nice clean strike to their coin. All right, so we touched upon what I want to talk about for the bicentennial United States coins. Now let's bring in these Canadian coins. This will be pretty fun. So we'll start with the quarter, the Centennial of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So we see 2 dates on it. That's a good indication that it's a circulating commemorative coin. 1873 on the left and then 1973 on the right. This coin, of course, came out in 1973. The value is 25 cents. What you're looking at on the reverse is a Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer. It's surrounded with the face value and the inscription Canada. Now this one happens to be quite scratched up, but still a cool coin nonetheless. Now this coin is a nickel coin. It's not made out of silver. The coin we're looking at next also is made out of nickel. So just your standard Queen Elizabeth on the obverse. We flip it over, we see the Royal Canadian Mounted Police on the reverse. As far as the mintages go, 134 million of these produced. So this truly was a circulating commemorative coin, meaning that they made it for everyone to get their hands on, but made it in 1 year. And now for the nickel, which came out in 1967. The mintages on this one, 36 million, so much more rare than that one we were looking at previously, which had 134 million. This one commemorates the 100th anniversary of Canada. I'm not from Canada, so I'm not really sure the significance of the rabbit, but a cool image on the reverse of a hopping rabbit. It's surrounded with the inscription down here, which is Canada, 1867, 1967. This coin is made out of nickel, as well has a much smaller diameter than the quarter that we were looking at earlier. All right, so this is a nice, cool, fun look. Quick look at these two coins right here. Two Canadian coins. You wouldn't think anything was different by looking at the obverse, but when we flip it over, we see a bunny on the right and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police on the left. We'll kind of recap. All right, so here we have our bicentennial coins, the quarter, $half, and dollar coin. Now, these are worth money if you have silver ones. Now, the problem is the silver ones have a much lower mintage, and the copper nickel ones have a very, very high mintage. the value of them, unfortunately didn't really appreciate too much because most people who got them held on to them and didn't bother to kind of put them back into circulation. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you've got any recommendations for future videos to make, feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I'll do my best to make videos about those topics. Thanks everyone, enjoy!